Hello, Heather Mcdonald, and thank you for doing this testimonial interview for my website. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. And let's just get right into it. So, question number one, had you ever invested in yourself financially, in your personal growth before, or done any kind of intense group work before signing up for Habits for Thrive?
I hadn't done any intense group work like this before, except for a yoga retreat I took on. It was for women veterans, and that I think opened up my eyes to thinking I need to work on myself more. And then that snowballed into getting into the Red Willow, and that's where I met you, and it just all fell into place.
Awesome. And was that hard for you to just invest in yourself in that way, just having not done too much of it in the past and just to put money on your self growth?
Yeah, because you never really think of spending that kind money on yourself, like, in that way. That isn't it's not really tangible. It's not like going out and buying a new wardrobe or something like that. It's all in your head, so and a lot of people don't want to admit that, or they don't even wanna admit that they're going to therapy, even though that's a very important thing to do.
hmm Yeah, there is a stigma. It's like, wow, you need help and you've had to pay for help. There must be something wrong with you. And
Yeah.
it's really sad because we prevent ourselves from so many opportunities feeling like that.
Mhm.
Um, and what dates were you in the program? Just so that other people know.
I was in the wonderful year of 2020. The year of full of opportunity.
Yeah, what a year to be in for
Yeah.
self-growth. Um, yeah, what were you hoping to solve or resolve when you signed up? And where are you now?
I had a lot of digestive issues. Right before I joined, I figured out that I could not eat dairy or wheat, and so I was cutting that out of my diet. And then I took the did the cleanse with you, and I was like, "Oh, hey, this is even better. I'm feeling even better and better." So I was like, "Yeah, this might be the path for me." So it was digestive, it was sleep issues. I had terrible insomnia. Um, Stress, would have outbursts of emotion, negative outbursts of emotion. And yeah, so it was kind of when I went to that yoga retreat, I was like, yeah, that was a wake up call that, there's issues I needed to work on. And it was affecting everything in my life.
And what were the results of being in Habits for Thrive for a year? And I know that you also were working with a naturopathic doctor
Mhm.
as well, or a homeopathic doctor. Um, but what were your end results from 1 year of being in the program?
I do sleep way better. Um, and I have very little digestive issues now. My digestive issues have flatlined. I have a healthy digestion, which helped me lose weight, have more energy so I could work throughout the day, all the busy projects I have. And I have the mental clarity to um, radically accept the challenges that um, may pop up in my way. And without reacting negatively, I'm more able to pull myself away and say, no, I need to stand back and see, hey, what's really going on here? And learning that patience and um, learning how to journal and, express emotions in a healthy way.
Yeah, the emotional part is a big part of the group for sure. And being able to sit with those emotions and digest those instead of numbing, which is what we all usually do because no one wants to feel uncomfortable. And then do you feel like you can trust yourself to deal with your emotions more now without numbing?
Yeah, I definitely have the tools now to um, sit back and say, well, I need to figure out what's going on before I react further. So
Cool, the pause. And what of the program gave you the most traction? Was it like our one-on-one coaching sessions each month, or was it the group Zoom calls? Was it the 3 week, the 2 3 week cleanses, one in April, one October? Was it your accountability partnership? Or was it like other workshops or classes that I taught?
I really think the weekly Zoom calls were really great, and the one-on-one coaching. I love the cleanses every 6 months that we did, spring and the fall. Um, that just kind of kickstarts everything. If I feel like I'm in a lull or a plateau, you just hit that kitchery and reset everything, and then it's just another little uphill climb. You just keep going.
Yeah, have you had any experiences like that where you've fallen off or gotten out of the habits and then needed to push the reset button?
Yep, very recently after the holidays, I found my digestion was slowing down or is really erratic, and I was having the same symptoms I was having before, and I was like, oh, okay, need to get the kitchery out and start. And just within a couple of days, I was back on track.
Yeah, and for any of the people watching this that don't know what khichdi is, it's basically Indian beans and rice, but it's yellow mung dal and basmati rice, and it's just really easy for the body to digest. And you can add vegetables, and you can add all these different variations of it, and it's really healing to the gut. And so we have to remember our immune system's in our gut. So if we heal our gut, our whole body just starts to work.
Mhm.
Um, well, you just finished up your year-long program about 3 weeks ago. Have you been able to maintain, for the most part, like the habits and the results, and except for the post-holiday relapse,
Um, um,
um, without having the support of like the group and everything? Do you feel like you kind of like know what you need to do? You don't need that support as much now?
I do feel much better, and I have been able to maintain, especially the morning and the nighttime routine is really uh, critical for my journey. So I still have my morning routine, um, and my wind down nighttime routine, and that's really grounding on both ends of the day. So
Great. Awesome to hear. And yeah, that guaranteed self-care, just putting fuel in our tanks, just change, it's a game changer. And yeah, once you have that and then to not have it, it feels so weird.
yeah.
Because I think it really sets the tone for the day. Do you find that too?
Oh yeah, if I have a like I if something comes up and I can't do my morning routine, I feel off the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. And that's how we used to feel all the time.
Yeah.
But we just kind of like let the wind take us wherever. And now it just sort of sets the tone.
Mhm.
Um, Last question, would you recommend this to a friend? And if so, why? And if not, why not?
I have recommended it to some friends already, just because they've known my struggles, and they've seen an improvement. And they say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I tell them. And I did have my one friend join us on a cleanse, and she admitted she learned a lot. Um, and she's willing to look into it more, but not at the she was in the wrong time, wrong place. So it's in her head at least. Um, and there's another friend of mine I would like to recommend it to, but I'd have to make it sound like it's his idea.
Yeah.
Just because if I say, oh yeah, I know you have this liver disease, if you eat kitchery, it might help out, because kitchery is also very detoxifying for the liver. And he has a lot of digestive issues, and he's now just getting to the point where he's asking for recommendations. So
Yeah, you have to be careful when recommending it because it's not like you don't want to like make someone feel like there's something wrong with them.
yeah.
So yeah, it is a touchy subject.
Mhm.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. And also thanks for having it in your head to recommend. I really appreciate that. Well, thank you, Heather, for being here today. And I really appreciate your time and coming back and giving us your progress report. And I look forward to maybe seeing you in some workshops this
Yes.
year, just for, retouch, just another touch point. Um, Great. Thanks a lot.
Yep.